Hey there, happy Wednesday. I'm Julie Yautam, partner and broker at Lynn Realty, a brokerage representing generations of clients in the greater Houston area and from around the world since 1981. This is a video series, Smarter Real Estate, where I give helpful tips to buyers, sellers, tenants, and landlords, and also take you on some of my day-to-day adventures. These are done in one take and are not edited. And today we are talking about some interesting fun facts about sellers in Texas. I'm actually in the Montrose area right now where I've done some sales and leasing over the years. This is a vibrant community that is being revitalized. Some homes are 100 years old and others are new, like the ones behind me that are newer. And there's just a lot of interesting stuff going on. And there's a very colorful social life, and some of the best restaurants in the city are right here in this community. Now, the Texas Association of Realtors puts out this magazine called Texas Realtor. It's a bit windy out here today, so I'm going to try to keep this magazine under control to give you guys some fun statistics across the entire state. And today we're focusing specifically on sellers, and this is 2018 information. Next week we're going to talk about buyers, so definitely stay tuned for my weekly Wednesday video. All right, so some interesting statistics. Guess what the median seller age is in Texas, as in the median age of someone that's selling their home? 56. That's actually older than I would have expected personally. That's getting closer to retirement age, but that's what's going on in Texas. And also the median tenure that Texas sellers stayed in their home before selling would be 10 years. Now that was in 2018. 10 years prior to that, people were staying in their homes for only 6 years before selling. So it seems like people are staying longer in their homes. Now, as the wind flaps my magazine around, talking about home prices when they're being sold. So 11% of homes sold for more than the asking price. Well, that's exciting for those people. But 40% of sellers had to offer incentives to get their homes sold. And guess what the median amount over the purchase price Texas sellers cited selling for? $70,000. But of course, if they're waiting 10 years before selling their home, then chances are their property value would have appreciated. Now, the percentage of sellers who worked with an agent like myself, I'm a real estate broker, would be 92%. So that's almost all sellers that worked with an agent to help sell. Of course, there are sellers who choose to do it for sale by owner. The only thing is that you don't have access to all of the data that we have access to in the MLS. You know, I just got my hair cut, and lovely Texas wind and humidity is just wreaking havoc on it. But I'm sure you understand if you live in the city. All right, this is what happens when you try to do an outdoor shoot. Anyway, I wanted to make it interesting for you guys being out in this community right now. I'm gonna do a little 360. Now, because so many sellers have been working with real estate agents and real estate brokers like myself, the Texas Association of Realtors did a survey and came up with what sellers most want from someone like me. So we'll go from number 5 to number 1. Number 5 is to help find a buyer for their home, which is obviously one of our jobs. Number 4, help the seller find ways to fix up the home to sell it for more. Now, my company, and I'm heavily involved in this, at the helm of the company with my mother, we manage over 300 investment properties, so we are very involved with repairs and make-readies and remodeling of homes, whether it's remodeling a home that just needs to be updated, that's old, or doing it after a disaster has struck, like some of the floods we've had, Memorial Day flood, Tax Day flood, Hurricane Harvey. We've had so many floods in the Houston area. And so we know what are reasonable prices, how long things should take, what's needed, the order that repairs should be done in to get your home ready for a sale or to be rented out. And then number 3 is to help sell the home within a specific time frame. Sometimes people have deadlines. You know, you want to relocate for a job, you have to, say, move in with a family member to take care of them, or you just, want to get out of your home and buy the next one. Whatever the reason may be, my job is to price it right to help you sell it as quickly as possible. Pricing it too high is going to make the home sit on the market most likely for a long time, because people aren't going to want to pay that price. They may or may not think that they can negotiate the price down. And it also, once your home sits for a while, it makes it look like there's something wrong with your home, and so that's going to make it sit even longer. And then we just have all sorts of issues at that point. So it's never good to price it in an overpriced way. You want to price it right for the right price therefore you can get the sale done more quickly, and most likely the buyer who's coming along is going to be more likely to put in an offer if your home is priced right. All right, now we're down to number 2. What sellers most want from someone like me is to help them market the home to potential buyers. Obviously, that's what we can do. We have access to MLS and our listings that go on har.com, which is the #1 real estate search site in the Houston area, then get automatically grabbed by a lot of other sites like Zillow, Trulia, homes.com, etc., HotPads, all of these different sites that get out there. But of course, HAR is the only place where these homes are updated every 15 minutes, so virtually in real time. And so you're going to get price changes, any additional information or photos, things that change about it, any information that changes about the listing at all, whereas the other sites don't update nearly as frequently, or perhaps not for months, so you're going to get outdated information. All right, and then the #1 reason why sellers want help from an agent is to help price the home competitively. And actually, I already talked about that a bit. So that's really important because the regular consumer doesn't have access to sold data on MLS the way that we realtors have, and so they're not going to know what the correct price is to put their home on the market at, and therefore it's going to cause a lot of problems. A lot of sellers, in fact, when they do for sale by owner, they think that a home is worth more than it actually is. Everybody loves their home, so of course you're going to put more value on it, but someone like me is going to be able to give an objective, just take an objective look at the property and the value and be able to price it right. All right, those are all the statistics for today. Remember to tune in next Wednesday for the buyer side of things, some interesting fun facts and tidbits in Texas. Meanwhile, if you have any comments or questions about this episode or ideas for a future episode, please don't hesitate to comment below or send me a private message directly. And once again, I thank you for watching and have a great week. I'll see you next week.